All right, good morning. Sorry, I'm late today. I have something in my eye and I can't get it out. It's driving me crazy. Anyhow, hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. A couple of announcements. First of all, lesson 6.1 is due tonight at 9 p.m. And if you already submitted 6.1, I need you to resubmit it. Because what I did is I did something that wasn't going to work. So I had to delete out the assignment and redo it, which deleted out anything anybody submitted. So can you please resubmit lesson 6.1? If you already submitted it. If you did not submit it, it's due tonight at 9 p.m. I talked about lesson 7.5 the other day. I didn't quite finish it, but I am going to finish it, and that lesson is going to be due at 8 a.m. on Thursday. That's going to be it because we're in the middle of AP testing, and on Friday is the seniors' last day, so we're kind of running out of time. So if you're a junior, we're going to continue on, but if you're a senior, lesson 7.5, the assignment is due on Thursday at 8 a.m. That'll be the last thing for you. I did post something on the classroom stream for senior distribution day and materials return on May 22nd. So if you're not aware of the process for submitting your materials and senior distribution day, make sure you read my stream in classroom. All right, I will not be teaching a new lesson today. What I want to do is I want to finish my lesson 7.5 and then work some problems with you or answer some questions about graphing. And solving, right? Yeah, solving a system by graphing. All right, anybody have any questions for me right now? All right. I only have one more example to do, and then I can take questions or do one of the more complex problems. This one right here, remember that a system is two or more equations, or a system of inequalities is two or more inequalities. I'm gonna graph the solution set to a system with three inequalities. So this is 7.5 continued. So sometimes I'll write the system like that. Sometimes they'll write it like that. It just depends, what kind of book you're looking at. So what we have here is we actually have four inequalities because this is a compound inequality. So I'm going to do all of them. So x minus y less than 2. What you want to do is solve for y. And like I said before, you just want to think of the equation. Can you guys all see the screens? Okay. All right, well, let me know. So this would be negative y when you subtract x plus 2. Subtract x from both sides. Solve for y, multiply by a -1, multiply by a -1, multiply by a -1. So we're graphing a linear function. The slope is up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, or down 1, left 1. And the y-intercept is 0, down 2. So let's graph that first. So the y-intercept on this is 0, down 2, and I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up one, right one, up one, right one, up one, right one, up one, right one. So remember your steps. You graph the equation, and then you look at whether the line in this case is dotted or solid. And since it's strictly less than, it is dotted. That means the solutions cannot be on the line. And now we test a point. So I always like to just put the point there so I know which side of the line I'm on. So I'm going to test 0, 0. So when you test 0, 0 in here, you get 0 minus 0 is less than 2. Is 0 less than 2? That is a true statement. And since that's a true statement, we're going to shade where that point is. So that means all of these are solutions. All right, I'll do the next problem in a different color. This is compound, so we're going to graph. Remember what this really means. This means x greater than or equal to -2 and x less than 4. So there's two statements there. Sometimes when you first start learning algebra, you see it written like this, but then students should know how to write the compound sentence. So this is x is less than 4 and x is greater than or equal to -2. Remember, you read the variable first. So what we have here is we're going to graph x equals -2, which is a vertical line through the x-axis. And we also have a vertical line at x equals 4. All right. So let's just see what this looks like. So I'm going to do this lightly. So I'm sorry, that's y, that's not what we want. Okay, so what we want is x through -2. And what this means is if x is greater than or equal to -2, it means shade everything on the right. But at the same time, make sure it's less than 4. So I'm going to draw this line through 4. So let's think about this for a second. Greater than or equal to means the line is solid and we're shading to the right. Less than 4 means the line is dotted and we're shading to the left. So because this is an and, if we're shading, try to picture this over here. If we shade everything this way and we shade everything this way, what's the intersection or the and is what's in between. So think of the number line. Remember how when on the number line, let's just say that this is -2 and this is +4. Remember how one graph was going this way and the other graph was going this way and we wanted the intersection? That's what we're doing here, is we're showing the solutions that are in this compound sentence, which is an intersection, an and. So in other words, it's solutions that exist in both of these. All right, the next problem is a vertical line at y equals 3. So now I can draw my, did I say vertical? I meant horizontal. Horizontal line, I don't know what I said. It's a horizontal line through y equals 3. And this says that it's strictly less than. So you're shading everything below. Yes, so I know that's a big mess. But what you have to do is you have to figure out, okay, well, where are the solutions? Well, the solutions are where you see black, pink, and blue. And you see pink and blue here, you see black and pink here, over here you see black and blue, but you want black, pink, and blue. So if you can see this, the black, pink, and blue is in there. By the way, this blue line should have been dotted. I'm not going through my steps very well. Remember to go through the steps. You graph the equation, you see if the line is dotted or solid, or the graph, and then shade. All right, so if you can follow this, the pink line on the left was solid. This black line was dotted. And the blue line was also dotted. And what's shaded is in there. Now the question is, what happens on the corners? Well, this corner for sure, since they're both dotted, has to be open. This corner, since one's solid and one's dotted, it has to be open, because they would both have to be solid for it to be a solid point. And then up here also, because this line is solid and that one's dotted, in order for it to be solid, it would have to be solid lines. Okay, so now the black, pink, and blue is all in here. And so with your instructor in the future, just make sure you show them that, hey, these are where the solutions are. So the solutions are in that triangle, with this side being solid and then that side dotted and that side dotted. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so that is the lesson. And I assigned 1 through 61 odd on page 863. And you did have some problems with four inequalities. So I'm going to open it up and we'll work whatever you want together. Go ahead. What would you like to work? Does anybody have any questions about this? Because I'm going to erase it. Questions? No? Okay, so now I officially have no one in class. And so I guess I'm going to sign off and yeah, turn off the recorder. And yeah, I guess I woke up for no reason. I don't even have a class to teach. So anyhow, all right, hope you guys are well. Take care.
Bye, thank you, Miss Birch.
Nancy, are you still here?
Yeah.
Why don't I see you?
I don't know.
You're just like completely gone.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Because is Adrian, are you there? No. Nancy, do you want to go over any of these problems?
Yeah. We could review some if you'd like.
Let me stop this.